We have this lorry has been detained here. My name is Engineer Michael Ngala, the Assistant Director in charge of Axle Load Control at Kenya National Highways Authority. And with me is the officer in charge of Axle Load and Highways Unit, Alehu, SSP Gishoi, and also the Station Commander OCS for Kanyonyo Police Station. This lorry has been detained here for about a week now. It had an overload of 28 tons instead of the legal weight of 26 tons. It was found carrying 54 tons. So that's an overload of 28 tons. And it is not the only lorry that is doing that. We have impounded several others which we have also charged in court, among them this particular lorry. We are also engaging with the courts so that they can help in the enforcement of the law, so that the offenders get the maximum fines that are stipulated in the law. Like this lorry, which had an overload of 28 tons, is due for a fine of 400,000 Kenya shillings on the first count, and on the second conviction, it is double. So that means if this lorry is impounded again on account of overload, it will pay double the fine. So that will be 400,000 if it exceeds by 10 tons. This is subject to the Traffic Act, but also we have the EAC Act, which is prevalent on other network, although the Thika Garissa route where we impounded this lorry is under the Traffic Act. One other issue we have, challenge we have with the trucks, is the liftable axle. We have vehicles, especially the trailers, that when they move on the road, they lift one axle, and that is illegal. They are not supposed to operate a fault axle, a suspension system mechanism, and that is illegal. When that vehicle is carrying the load and one axle is up, it means that the other axles are actually bearing the load. So it causes both axle and gross overload. And we want to appeal to members of the public to be able to assist and join the war on control of overloading. Where these vehicles are getting materials and all that, we expect members of the public, and we encourage them to be able to liaise with us so that we know and we can nip in the bud this kind of practice at the source where the materials is being sourced. This way will help to protect the roads from the material sources. The public have got a right to enjoy safe and comfortable roads when they drive. And they are also supposed to enjoy roads which are not dangerous. When vehicles drive on the highway while loaded, they are difficult to control, and that's a source of risk, a source of being unsafe for our members of the public. We wish to say that the station has been supportive. This vehicle was detained as it goes the court process, and we expect that once the process is through, the owners will be able to comply, and the vehicle will be released once the court process is through and the excess load removed. So I would like to also encourage the OCS, the OC in charge of Alehu, to also advise on the public and what measures the police service is taking to ensure that we don't end up in such a situation like this. We have faced several challenges with maintenance of the Thika Garissa road, and we